Today I decided to go to a museum since I had to work today. Then they called me off. And then they called me back on to go to work, and then they called me off again. So this is what I'm doing today. So we're at the Maidu Museum in Roseville, California. And if you guys ever get out this way, it's certainly a good place to check out. This place has petroglyphs, it has bedrock mortars, it has water, it has a pond, it has all kinds of neat stuff. And if you guys ever get a chance, like I said, to come out this way, I certainly hope you guys do. So this is the petroglyph displays that they have here, okay? And you can see in the background, I can't zoom with my my phone here, but you can see in the background that there are petroglyphs. I can see them with my eye. A little bit harder through the lens of the camera, but there are petroglyphs here. So I'm going to take you on a little tour, and we'll see some more things that this place has to offer. Oh, and one other thing that it has to offer are acorns. And I know there's an acorn in here somewhere. There we go. And this is a blue oak, also called a scrub oak. And this is some of the acorns that grow here. This little guy right there. Take that home, put it in my pocket. Good luck charm right there. Alright, now we're over here to the next petroglyph spot. A lot of the petroglyphs are actually below the dirt level. You can see on the rocks here. Actually, in the middle of this rock right here, there's a T. But a lot of these rocks have, sometimes the petroglyph is actually below the rock. You know, after time the soil builds up and all the debris from the trees fall down and then decompose and create soil. So some of the petroglyphs actually, or some part of the petroglyph is actually below the level of the dirt. But we are in a little oak grove here. It's kind of the area. And right over there, top of the building there is the museum. All right, let's go off to the next one. Okay, here's the next petroglyph spot. What we have here is what we're looking at. This picture there. Okay, let's see if you can see it here. Let me stand back a little bit, get a bigger view. We do have a tree right here, so we have to contend with. So here's the full view there. It's hard to see. See if I can get everything in view. Definitely hard to see, but it's there. Okay, what we have next here is a series of bedrock mortars. There's actually one right there. It's all buried with sand and everything. There's one just right there. There's another one right there. Of course you can see the big one, that's obvious. There's one right there. Right there with the leaves in it. I think that's it for this particular spot. We also have the framework of a house, and it looks like it's using the native California grapevine that grows natively here. Nice big oak tree here. Alright, let's see what's around the next corner here. Okay, now we're approaching our next spot. And this spot is actually quite significant. as you'll see here in a second. Okay, from this side it just looks like a rock. Bunch of rocks right here. Okay, nothing special. We'll do a clockwise. First thing we see here is a mortar, in-ground mortar. There it is right there. And the special little cup that's next to it right here that a lot of the California Indians had in my area. Okay. Now let's stand back here and look at these mortars here on the ground. Alright. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them right there. Okay. There's something in there. Something right there. Looks like a couple more right here. Of course they don't take the time to kind of clean these out and keep them day-lit. Which I think that they should. Bunch of ants. Gotta watch out for those. Alright, so we have... look at those ants. Now they are everywhere living in there. That's too bad. So we have a series of mortars there. We have some pecking area here. And right here. And a little bit going up towards the top there. And actually up on the top there's another mortar. You guys can see that up there. Alright. And some cupules right in this area. Okay. And then you come over here. And then we have a series of incised lines. It comes down here and here and here and here and over here, right here, like this, up here, one there, one here, one there, one there, so on and so forth. Series of 3 there, then some here, and then a horizontal groove here, another horizontal groove that stops right there, and then another one there. Of course, some other horizontal grooves over here, and so on and so forth. You can see these very well. And a nice hollowed out area here. I don't know what they were doing here. None of us do, but you could just leave it to speculation. Obviously this spot was a really sacred and hallowed spot. Bunch of leaves. Yeah, a little area for something. I don't know what they were doing. But a very, very cool rock. It's actually a good part of the day. You can really see the shadow on this rock over on this side. Panning off to the left over here, we have a series of rocks. Beautiful oak tree in the background, some more rocks out behind there. Another oak tree. Alright. And so this place was obviously a sacred place. Over here it looks like we have a series of grooves and pits and whatnot. And then coming back to where we were originally, some grooves here. And then another little cupule here. One there, one there, one there. So this was quite the spot here. Of course you can see these lines down here. Okay, so we do have some petroglyphs in my area. How about that? So we'll continue on down the trail here. Out in the distance, straight ahead, is a village site. And let's go that direction. We have a nice willow here in the background, the black willow. Alright, let's continue on. Okay, now we have the creek in the background here, and it flows year-round. Water year-round. So look here. Look at that oak tree. Thing's enormous. An enormous oak tree. Now that thing's been there a very, very long time. As compared to these oak trees here in the foreground. So yeah, might even be a crawdad or maybe a fish. I don't even know. Crawdad for sure. Fish, kind of stretching it. But way back when, fish for sure. Okay, continuing on in our little journey here. Go over here and see what we got going on. Looks like we have us an oak tree that's fallen over, but still alive. Yeah, still alive. Come around over here. Oh, look at that. Said, oh, I'm not gonna die. Even if I'm falling over, I'm still gonna live. That guy's been there for quite a while, I suspect. There's the creek there in the background. Still flowing, lots of water. These little plants right here are called redbud. These plants were used for making baskets, both twined baskets and coiled baskets. And the bark itself is red, and the flowers are kind of a pinkish red, very beautiful color in the spring. And the bark actually was used for the coiled basket themselves for the red design. It would add the red pigment. Okay, what we have next is a very special spot that you guys will be blown away by. So let's walk up the little dusty path here and get a bird's eye view. Alright, you guys ready for this? Okay. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. Bedrock mortars. Ah, bedrock mortars. Huge bedrock mortars. You know, they're quite plentiful in my area, these bedrock mortars. Let's go down there and check it out. Okay, here we go. Big bedrock mortars. Kind of cool. How cylindrical they are, just deep, at least a foot deep. Creek in the background. Bedrock mortars in the foreground. And this was quite a village site. Quite a village site. More of them right there. A couple more right there. A few more here. More over here. Some big guys. Got the little cup next to it. Never figured out what those are. People say they're netting stone cups. You know, if you think about it, you're going to crack an acorn, and then you're going to put it in the hole. And then you're going to crack another acorn, and then you're going to put it in the hole. You know, if you're going to do it right, you're going to crack all your acorns, and winnow them, get the little, I don't know, inside the acorn. If anybody's ever cracked an acorn before, there's a little red skin. You want to get that red skin off because it's really, really, really bitter also. So if you were smart, you would have already done that. So I don't know if they're acorn nutting cupsules or what they are. One theory is Mom is you know, making her meal, and then she has her daughter making, you know, some meal next to her. You know, just a theory. But these, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Even a little guy right there. If you come over here to the water, they're even over here. And over here, turned on their side. The rushing water really has some powerful force, and you can see the all the debris and stuff up there. So powerful that it actually knocks them over. Let's come over here. There's actually a few more over here too. Follow me down this little trail. See here? More in here. A few more here. There's actually one right there. One right there. In the water. Right here, there's one right there flowing. See the water flowing over it? One there and there. One there. Up here on your left, there's one right there. There's 3 or 4 of them right here. Got us a little jungle going on over here, blackberry vines all over these trees. Something about these oak trees falling over and then growing up. It's amazing. And if you come up here, there's another couple right here. One right there, and one right there. Just plentiful. So right out here is the pond area. It's pretty much dried up, but there's a little bit of water left in there. That's where we were. If you look over here, here's the color of the soil that's brought in to create the trail. Here's the color of the soil that's here naturally. Okay, looking over here, we have another rocky area. Now, if you weren't convinced before that there were bedrock mortars here, maybe these will convince you. Starting off right there, walking our way through the weeds. There's one there. And just a whole bunch right here. One there. Now, do you guys see what I see? Do you guys see this? There, and 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 there, little cupsules. Yeah, this was a kind of sacred stone here, too. Okay, another mortar hole there. Piece of flaked material. Some more mortars there. Of course, got a couple more over here. And then if you pan over to the left, we have some there, and there, some here, and another couple here. And there's that infamous little netting cup next to it. Couple more there, and a few more here. Over here to see what we have over here. Oh, and a whole bunch more over here. So, like I said, lots of bedrock mortars in my area. A couple more over there, a few more. One on this little rock right there. Oh, and down here. Let's not forget these down there. Another rocky area right there. Yeah, plentiful. Then we got right here is the little volunteer rock. Looks like it has 3 little cupsules here. And one right here. Of course, this one here. Somebody's been making a makeshift pestle to grind an oak gall. These little balls that the oak tree forms from a wasp that injects the oak tree and then puts its larvae in there, and then the larvae of course hatch and go away, and then the oak gall is left. So we have a couple oak galls right there. You guys notice there's another half of a mortar here. So all this dirt here is filled up. Ancient mortar right there too. Now as we continue on from where we came from, pan around over here, this was the old village site. We have some information here about the village life. And then Continue on over this direction. And this is back to the beginning, where the petroglyphs are straight ahead of us. But I spy something over here to the left. Do you guys see that? It looks like a village dwelling. So maybe we can come over here on the bridge and get a better view. Oh yeah, there we go. Doesn't that look inviting? Very cool. Okay, you guys, well, thanks for coming along. This concludes our journey. Stay tuned.